Y'all listening to the Nasty Backpack Podcast.
Nasty Backpack. Y'all listen to the Nasty Backpack Podcast. Today we got a special guest, Paloma the Barber. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. How you doing?
Doing good. So, let me make sure I'm saying this right. It's Paloma
Paloma
the Barber.
Yeah, La Paloma.
La Paloma. And Paloma, how long have you been cutting for?
I've probably been doing it for about a year and a half. I've been kind of like in the community doing it for about a year. Haven't really been going consistently as much as I want to, but yeah, that's my goal, is to start going every week, and yeah, seeing if I can tackle, one area in Phoenix, one area in Tempe, one area in Mesa. So it's been about a year and a half now.
That's what's up. I do a lot of outreach. So, if I ever get in contact with somebody and they need a haircut, I could just holler at you and we can coordinate that, or how does that work?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. My goal is to, I know I got a long way to go, but my goal is to, eventually find like a studio or like a spot where, it's designated, for people who are coming to, get haircuts, but it's also open to, people of the community who are coming in and, getting a fresh haircut and getting that one-to-one time with a barber that, they don't necessarily get. And the tough part about sometimes cutting in the park is that, a lot of them could use, shampoo or conditioner, a nice little deep rub scalp. And because I'm limited, with resources and, it's only one of me out there right now. I can't really give them, all of that time that I really want to do. But I know that if I, had, like I said, like a studio or a setup where I can do that, man, they would feel even more, happy to get the experience of getting a one-to-one haircut and not have to worry about, being rushed out of the chair or any of the above. But I mean, everything takes time. There's all obviously goals and stuff that you map out, you write out. So I'll get there eventually, but yeah, it's kind of tough, but I like it.
That's what's up. What inspired you to want to cut hair and want to cut hair in the community, helping those who sometimes can't afford a haircut?
Honestly, I like, the only reason why like I was like interested in like going to get like a barber license was literally because of that. So I used to live literally by that JC Park in Tempe, and there was like, it was popping every Tuesday. And I walked, kind of into the function and, asked to speak to the person who was in charge. And when I found out who was in charge of the Aries Foundation, I kind of asked like, hey, like, I'm not the best barber, but I would love to, come out and give some haircuts out. Would you be okay with that? And they were open to it. And so I would, come here and there on Tuesdays and just help out. And I remember just one time I was coming out of this restaurant and I was talking to one of my childhood friends, and there was this guy, he's outside smoking a cigarette, and we got on the subject of basically cutting hair and like being in the community. And it was crazy that we were on the same page with it. Like cutting hair in the community is like, it's fun and all, but it's not it. Like I have like a goal in mind, but I just need to get there. You know what I mean? Like the project that I really want to do is bigger than just cutting hair. So basically he kind of like, motivated me to like actually just go and focus on, going into barber school and doing my best to handle that license. And then just going out and volunteering to getting that, or basically volunteering to give out haircuts.
You need a mobile shop. That's what you need. You need like
yeah, them things are expensive, man. They're so expensive.
I know. You got to kind of find like maybe like an old U-Haul and kind of just build it up the way you want it. But there was this one time I was downtown at a farmer's market, and there was this coffee thing, and it was basically set up to where they had like a U-Haul on the back of a bike. And I love to bike, and I was like, damn, like that would be really cool to like
basically set up a little station where I can have, some barber supplies and whatnot. I can just haul it on a bike, or like, haul it on like a car where it's not excessively heavy. But yeah, the goal would definitely be to have something that's more mobile to get, all around. Because my goal eventually, in the next, couple of years is to tackle every area in Arizona, and then branch out to go into different other communities, and just kind of like get, all communities connected, restore that humanity that we're missing.
That's so dope. That kind of is like the same goal that I'm kind of working on right now. I'm starting just hitting city to city. I help with the phones. I help with case management, especially people that are suffering from like opiate addiction, which I'm sure you kind of seen how that's kind of affected the community, especially living in Tempe right there. That's one big spot that I noticed like has been hit super hard by the opiate pandemic, and it's just, I feel like it doesn't get enough coverage. And just, growing up, I always thought of Tempe being like better, like the better side of Phoenix, you know what I mean? Like that's the good side of town.
That's because it's university town, but
yeah, but then I'm talking like 15 years ago. But now I go down the same roads I used to go down when I was a kid, and it's like, man, everybody that I see is suffering. And so it made me want to help out a lot more and get in tune with the community and trying to help out and try to, because by trade, that's what I do. I'm a case manager for a substance abuse clinic. So, I figured if I can help people in the clinic, I can help people that are outside the clinic, and those people needed a lot more. And so it kind of made me go on this journey of doing outreach with different organizations and trying to get just a little bit more involved. And obviously that's how I met you tonight. What is that program at the park called?
It's called the Aries Foundation.
The Aries Foundation. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I heard one of the folks that I helped get a phone, they called it the feed. So I was like, I don't know if that's what it's called. I didn't want to come on here and bash it by calling it the feed. But
no, I'm pretty positive it's the Aries Foundation.
The Aries Foundation.
Yeah, a young lady named Catherine runs it.
Yeah, I met Catherine. She's amazing. Yeah. Everything that they do out there is amazing. Like every time I go out, this is I believe the 4th week consecutively I've been out there, and I'm blown away every time I go out there, because it's just like, just to see the love that's shared out there. It kind of takes us away from a lot of the shit that we see on the news and are hearing in the, in our community, and it's good to see everybody giving back to those who really need it, and those people out there appreciate it like to the fullest, like Tuesdays over there that's like one of their favorite days,
Yeah, it's like, I remember I was talking to one gentleman. He ended up like getting clean from drugs, drinking, and everything. And it was crazy because I remember I cut his hair like right before he got sober, and then I saw him again and was like, bro, like, wow, you look so great. But I did like a talk with him, and one of the things that I had to say was like, it's beautiful that like Tuesdays, people look forward to this, they're coming out, they're giving back. But it's still kind of sad because it's like there's so many people on the street, like, you know what I mean, like, and they're suffering from all sorts of different things. And I don't know if it's because there's a lack of resources in Arizona, or what the real issue is. I haven't really done much research on it, but like, it's just like, I remember like in 2013, when I was like a senior in high school, like, Mill Ave, I remember I used to go there, little 18 and up clubs, and Mill Ave was not like as dominated by homeless people as it is now. Like, I had went away for a few years when I moved to Canada, and when I came back, I was like, I don't know if I'm like, like when you kind of have an eye so you see things more often. So I was like, I don't know, am I recognizing that there's more homeless people now, or did it really increase? And then as I did my own research, I realized homelessness did increase.
Yeah, it's super increased, especially in that area right there. Like, I used to go to Arizona Mills all the time when I got married in 2017. Shout out to my wife, but I used to go to Arizona Mills all the time, and I never seen it this bad over there. Like, it's over the last couple of years, it's the fentanyl has just kind of like pretty much just, I wouldn't say destroyed, but destroyed a lot of people in that area. You know what I mean? And that's when I was doing Instacart last year. I really started noticing, like, man, it's not just Tempe right there. It's Mesa,
everywhere, man.
Phoenix, it's Scottsdale. Like, it's, man, like, it made me stop doing Instacart and say, you know what, fuck this. I gotta figure something out and try to, you know. And then by doing that, I started meeting people like Catherine and Nick and a couple other friends that have some other foundations, and you know, there's a lot of resources out here, but I think the problem is that too many people are hooked on this drug called fentanyl. Like, it's so bad that, I mean, it's 50 times stronger than heroin.
That's crazy.
100 times stronger than morphine, like, and it's in every street drug you can think of. It's even in the weed that people are buying. I heard a story the other day from one of my buddies who told me that one of their friend bought some weed off the street and overdosed on fentanyl and was in the hospital on overdose. And they don't even do fentanyl. They just bought some weed, and it was like, damn, like, it's really in everything, you know. And so it's, you know, that, like, it's people are just destroying their lives on that stuff, on that poison. And I don't know how exactly to fix the community with it, besides setting up more events like the one we went to tonight, where, you know, in a sense, you know, you're giving everybody the chance to find the resource that they need to maybe overcome their addiction. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, like, how I would put it into terms is, I mean, you can always, like, hand out a pamphlet, or, like, if you do, like, events, like, you know, the one that Aries Foundation does, you just kind of, you know, share information on it, you know, talk to the community, you know, talk to the young kids, and kind of, like, spread the word on, you know, like, on how other ways, like, we can, you know, I guess, get our fix. Like, I don't even know if that sounded correct, but, like, you know, like, oftentimes we're always chasing, like, a void, like, we're chasing something to take us away from reality. And, you know, we need to get to a point, especially in 2021, where we're not escaping the present moment, or we're not escaping our realities, but we're more in tune with, you know, being in the present and being in tune with, like, our emotions, and not having to, you know, pick up a drink to void that feeling that we're having, or, you know, not having to pick up a blunt, or, you know, pick up a stick to snort, or, you know, however ways, you know, this drug is consumed, but find other healthy ways, like, to, you know, increase, you know, our thoughts, and, like, be in tune with our thoughts, and then at the end of the day, you know, just educate one another on, you know, how dangerous this drug is, and how poisonous and detrimental it is to our bodies. But I mean, and this is, I'm not speaking out of, like, you know, academic resources or anything. I'm just speaking from what I've been seeing, how I kind of, like, grown up and, like, watched, and, you know, but, like, in 2021, like, from my personal opinion, like, people are, like, just disconnected. Like, we are becoming more disconnected as a humanity to be more connected, you know, to, like, technologies, or be outside of, like, reality, you know what I mean? And we need to get more into the headspace of becoming more connected with one another, being more connected, you know, with the present moment and ourselves, instead of trying to constantly, you know, take away from that. And that could be, like I said, like, with technology, it could be with drugs, it could be with anything. Like, you know, we're always chasing something else, instead of just calming down and just chilling out, you know what I mean, and not using a substance or using something to take away from that present moment. And so I probably went on like a whole rant. But like when I think of like drugs and like I think of people becoming hooked and like consumed with all of this stuff. Like it's evident that we don't know how to be comfortable with being present, or like we don't know how to be comfortable with being social or being connected with humans. It's a lot of it has to do with like social media and like
people are just caught up in their own lives where they're just disconnected from their community. Even when they live in those communities and they see the community getting destroyed and getting ran down, they still stay disconnected. And that's why you'll see a lot of people judge these folks that are struggling. I sometimes when I go on social media, I see like videos of somebody recording somebody that's really messed up on drugs. And the people are obviously doing stupid shit on camera, but and they post that shit as a joke, and it's like, damn, that can be somebody's cousin, that can be somebody's sister or mother. Like, you don't know who that person is. It could be know somebody that's struggling just like that, and it's only because they don't know who to reach out to, or they don't have those resources to try to get that help. That everybody just laughs and points and thinks it's a joke, and it's like, man, that person right there is really, really struggling. And
entertainment, man.
Instead of us trying to help that person, we're laughing at it,
Yeah, and like that's a big reason why. Like I said, I have a big project that I want to do with just cutting hair all around the community. But that's definitely like one of the things like is to connect the homeless community with people who are not in the homeless community, one community with another community. Like the thing that I always think about is imagine being a student or a person who lives in Tempe, and you constantly see homeless person A, right? You don't say nothing to that person, but you see them damn near every single day. Well, at what point are you gonna, hop over and be like, hey, what's up? I'm so-and-so. You know what I mean? Because there's still people too. You know what I mean? Like I feel like there's been like such a shade on like, people who get, abuse drugs, or like people who are in the homeless community, and like people are like afraid to talk to them. Like, I'm not saying like every, homeless person or every person on drugs is safe to talk to or to be around. But I'm saying not everybody that's on the street is a bad person or a person to be scared of, because those are the dopest people I've ever talked to. Some of them are woke as hell. Like they know what's going on in the world that we live in today. You know what I mean? Like they know a lot of knowledge about street drugs and how to be successful business people, and they just kind of got unlucky. And the other thing is some people want to be on the street. Like they don't want to be in the rat race to keep up with the Joneses, or you know what I mean. Like they're okay with being on the street. They're gonna get their food or however way they get it. It's survival, but they're content with not having to worry about all the extra baggage that a person who works has to worry about. You know what I mean? Like, and
one of my regular guests on this show is currently homeless. Has been homeless for the last 32 years, and I've tried to we've had deep conversations on trying to get him out of homelessness, and he's like, bro, I'm fine. Like I've been here for this long and I've survived it, and I'm used to this. This is where I feel my most comfortable with. He's an alcoholic, so he still uses alcohol. But I'm trying to get him into like more medical marijuana to stop the alcoholism. It's a work in progress, but he's a dude, like he's super smart, has a ton of experience. And not just that, I've spoken to so many people who are struggling with addiction and homelessness who are 1,000 times smarter than me. Like, and I'm just like, I'm blown away, because I'm just like, damn, like I wish I can get you back to being that person. You know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Like, it's nuts. It's bananas out there. Do you have a YouTube channel or anything like that?
Nah, I don't got none of that yet. I literally, I just have Instagram, and like for the longest, I don't really like social media. Mm-hmm. I used to have it like a couple, like it's probably like my 4th Instagram, but I used to have it when I was like younger, and then just kind of like being on it and like seeing the stuff that I see, like I'm just like not interested in it. I don't care about keeping up with what's hot, what's fashionable, who's the baddest out there, who's the most handsome. Like I don't care about none of that stuff. I don't care about like the fashion stuff. I don't care about keeping up with the Joneses. But in order to kind of like spread the word, or spread like what it is that I'm trying to do and like connect more people, I realized I had to have an Instagram. So I restarted my Instagram up. I have a Facebook right now. With the project that I do want to do, I will have to kind of like do like a YouTube channel, but I haven't like found a person who could do videography yet.
Are you talking to
yeah, hey, if you're it, like I'm down to like collab and like get some
hell yeah
started. I mean, I got a lot of ideas, but I just don't know how to put it all in order. Like so if I can have somebody who's more knowledgeable in that area, I would say if I could sell ideas, I'd be a millionaire right now. But like I'd be having a million ideas, but I ain't got the resources. But
we'll definitely talk off air and get some details. But yeah, I definitely want to help you get that started and help. Like I said, I do outreach in the community, so maybe we'll get something going where we can go do some outreach and get some people some phones, maybe get some people in touch with some services and get them a haircut. And
definitely.
We'll get it popping and get that going. And I think you're the perfect person for it.
Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm tired of doing shit I don't want to do. I think servitude is what I'm here for. That's my life's purpose, and that's what I want to do. I'm young enough to know that's what I want to do. I want to be in the community. I want to help out as much as I can. So yeah, I'm with it, man.
That's what's up. Well, y'all heard it first. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You want to shout out your Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, my name is Paloma Anderson. You can find me on Facebook, and my Instagram is at La Paloma _cutting homies. It's like the only cutting homies, so I'm sure I'll pop up pretty quickly. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for the support, and yeah, hope to get things rolling, pretty quickly and pretty soon.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get rolling with that. Well, y'all heard it first. It's your boy NastyBackpack. We out.